IPSOS TV.
Hello viewers, you're most welcome to yet another episode of Soaring with Eagles. My name is Pastor Joy Ninsiima, and we're live on all our manifest platforms. Now today I have a special guest, an amazing guest who I'm going to tell to introduce herself.
Thank you so much, Pastor Joy, for having me. My name is Susan Nampiima Besigye. I am a mother, I am a wife.
Yes.
I am a minister of the gospel. I am a human resource business professional with IPSOS Limited. And it's an honor being here.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So what season of life or leadership are you currently in?
Okay, thank you so much. The season of life or leadership I am currently is I am a human resource business partner with IPSOS Limited.
What does IPSOS do?
IPSOS is the leading global research organization in the world.
Yes.
We do market research, audience measurement, social research, and all kinds of research. So you will find us in every aspect. You'll find us in banks. You'll find us doing polls, opinion polls, on who will win the elections or what. Yes. So that is what we do with IPSOS.
With IPSOS. So what's your mandate? What do you exactly do in IPSOS? Yes, I know you're a human resource, but kind of break it down for those who are listening.
Okay, so my mandate there is to ensure that we have an alignment in organizational success and sustainability. By doing that, I do talent acquisition of my employees.
Yes.
I do employee engagement. I manage employee welfare. I manage their performance, that is performance management.
Yes.
I manage their exit in case they are to leave the business. I manage their pay, but also I manage the onboarding of the consultants that we work with at the company. Yes.
Right. So what has been the most defining work God has entrusted to you so far?
Yeah, what has been the most defining is for God to count me worthy to lead workers' movement, a workers' fellowship.
Yes. Tell us more about that.
So Workers' Fellowship is a marketplace arm of Phaneroo Ministries International with a mandate of reaching out in the entire marketplace with the word of God.
So how did it start?
It started
because I'm sure from what we spoke about off the set.
Yes.
Definitely it didn't start with Phaneroo.
Yes.
So please just let the viewers know more about how God birthed it and how it's grown to where it is now.
Okay. It was birthed in 2017 when I worked with a National Insurance Corporation that now is called NIC Insurance.
Okay.
So it was on one day as I was having a chat with a colleague who happened to go to Phaneroo, but I wasn't a member of Phaneroo.
Yes.
I just gotten born again 2 months, 3 months into, so I didn't know exactly what this fellowship would be. So if I am to recall, this fellowship was her idea.
Oh.
Yes. So we talked.
You just got born again.
Yes. I didn't know what to say. I even didn't know how to start in front of people to talk about God. How? So we discussed. She told me that you know what? I think now that you're an HR here, I was new at NIC. Now that you're an HR here, how about we start a fellowship? You can meet on just like 30 minutes. We share the scriptures and we share the words of the grace, and that's it.
That was like every week.
Every week.
I
was like, oh, that's a good idea. Let me quickly rush to the MD, tell him this idea, get an approval, let us get a room and we start. She was like, all right. So I went to the MD, shared my idea, and the MD was like, oh, that's good. Please feel free, get space around and invite everyone. So we launched it as a NIC fellowship.
So how many were you in the first time you met? You've laughed.
We were 7.
It's okay. Yes.
We were 7, but I thought this lady was going to take over that fellowship.
Yes.
When I told her that we had gotten the approval, she said, "You can start." I told her, "Ate, how can I start? It is your idea. You come and do your thing." She told me, No. It is not mine. It is you came up with that idea. I'm not into it. You start off. So because I had already sent an email exciting everyone about the fellowship,
asked your boss for approval.
Asked approval.
Yes.
I was like, it is all right. Let me just dive in. So I dived in. I didn't know who was going to preach because then I didn't know Phaneroo. I didn't know. I actually didn't know Phaneroo. Didn't know anything. Yes. So I was still in Kanyanya.
Or okay, yes. You were still in another church.
Yes, I was still in another church. Yes. So I walked to the pastor of that church the day before the launch. I told him we are starting a fellowship. I request you come and share with us. So I was like, it's okay, I'll come. What time? So I shared with him all the details, and the following day that I was there. He came and preached to us for 1 full month. So now the fellowship, yes, was balancing between 7 to 10, just balancing there. But just know the company had more than 80 staff members on site. So I was like, oh, okay. So I shared whatever we were doing at NIC with a friend of mine who told me, let us go and invite the Phaneroo pastors to come and also preach. That is a good initiative. Yes. I told him, oh, okay. So what is Phaneroo? Who are the Phaneroo pastors? So he said, I'll take you. So one of those Thursdays, he took me to Phaneroo and introduced me to Apostle Emma. So it was Apostle Emma whom I invited to come and preach. So as I invited him, he told me, no, it is okay, I will come. I actually love the idea. But how about you first speak to Apostle Grace? Now that was a hard paper for me. But
so then you hadn't even joined Phaneroo.
No,
still with.
No, I hadn't joined Phaneroo.
Yes.
So that day I was with a sister of mine. I told her, do you know what? We might have to just ambush the man of God because I don't know how to get appointments.
Yes.
I don't know anything. So just go on a Sunday after service, we just bump into the man of God. So it's exactly what we did. As Apostle was moving towards his car, he saw these 2 little tiny ladies just bumping into him. I was like, what's up? So I told him, Papa, we have a fellowship request to have Apostle Emma come and preach. His response is now what stood out for me. He told me, it is very okay. Don't only invite Apostle Emma, invite the entire pastoral team. Said to it, we are done. So now we went back to Apostle Emma, gave him the feedback. I was like, oh, okay. So we started off with Apostle Emma. We had all the Phaneroo pastors, about 98% of them coming to church. Now when they came in, that's where now everything started to expand. Now the fellowship now the 10 was the committee. I am telling you, the 10 people
was the committee.
It was the committee. So now the fellowship grew to 50 members, to 70 members, to 100 members.
Wow.
And it cost us
still at NIC.
Yes, we were at NIC.
Yes.
So we used to outgrow all rooms at NIC. And our MD was very good to us, I should say. He was God sent because he kept saying, no, get a bigger room. And remember, NIC used to get tenants. We used to have tenants at NIC. So that means if you need a room to be using, it means you might not put a tenant there. So that is the company losing money.
Right,
ideas.
Of course.
So, but he was like, no, get a bigger room. He used to come preach. He used to come and attend. The entire management team was coming. The entire company was coming. So now it became our thing. We grew past NIC now because no room at NIC could contain the numbers that we had started to attract during the fellowship.
Yes.
So now we moved. Because I was so much in touch with Apostle Emma, I told him, Papa, the fellowship has really grown out of the boundaries of NIC. because now we are having employees from most of these companies. We had people from NSSF, we had people from Ministry of Energy, we had people from Standard Chartered Bank, we had people from Nasaru, and all of them just used to come and flock the fellowship. So I told him, Papa, I think we can look at revising the name from Link Fellowship to another name that can at least accommodate all these people. So I was like, oh, okay, so what you're going to do, get me all your options, the name options you have, send to me, and we shall come up with the name.
Yes.
So that is what birthed the Workers' Manifest Fellowship.
So it's called Workers' Manifest Fellowship.
Yes.
Okay, so do people even who are not affiliated with Phaneroo come for the fellowship?
Yes,
Okay.
actually that is our target, and
Yes,
we have
yes.
many of those
Yes.
that come to the fellowship. Currently, we meet at the Golf Course Hotel every month.
So from Nick,
Yes,
you went to
we went to Thobani Center.
okay.
Yes, we went to Thobani Center.
Yes.
That was accommodating about 200 to 300 people. So from Thobani Center, we outgrew the place, and now we moved to Golf Course Hotel. That has a seating capacity of 1,000 members. Yes.
So about how many are you now?
Currently, we swing between 450 to 550. Yes, that is for our
This is in a period of how many years?
4 years.
Hey, that's good. That's good.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So take us into your journey. I think I want to go into your personal journey. How did you grow up? Were you an Anglican? Were you a Catholic? What kind of family did you grow up in? Just tell us a bit about the life journey.
I grew up in a normal family of not going to church. Those African families.
Oh, there was no church on Sunday.
There was no church. It was a normal African family.
Yes.
My father wasn't a church person.
Yes.
I don't know, maybe he had these issues with the church.
Yes.
And I was staying with my stepmother, who was a Seventh-day Adventist church member. Yes. So
your mother was a Seventh Adventist?
Yes, my stepmother.
Oh, okay. So your father was more of a traditional, no church. He didn't say I'm Anglican or...
It didn't bother him, really. He didn't care about church. He was in his own space.
Right.
Yes.
So you grew up with your stepmother. What happened to your mother?
My mother passed on. I don't know much about her, but by the time I started to understand what was going on around me, I was in primary two and I didn't know her. I was staying with my aunt, and then without my father. So my mother, I think, must have got ill somehow. So I was asked to go, and maybe she asked to see me. So I was taken there an evening, and she passed on in the night.
Yes. So tell us about your education background. What kind of family were you? Wealthy family? Was it middle class?
My father had money.
Okay.
But these African men who keep saying that the money I have is for me and my women or my wives. Yes, but he had money.
Yes.
So I went to Hilton High School, Mokono, for my O-level. Then I still proceeded with Hilton for my HSC. Yes, A-level. Then from Hilton, I badly wanted to do law. I moved with my father across all universities.
Why did you want to do law?
Because my father wanted me to be a lawyer.
So
he had entered into my system. Yeah, and I was also seeing myself as a lawyer, putting on suits and defending people. But surprisingly, when I finished my senior six, all the universities I had applied to had given me a Bachelor of Human Resource. All of them, 4 of them.
Was it one of your choices?
One, but
one of them, but that wasn't that. It was law.
It was like
number 1.
3, 4.
Yes.
So I don't know. All of them gave me Bachelor of Human Resource. So I asked them, okay. But then I didn't know. But now it makes sense why they wanted me to do the Bachelor of Human Resource.
So you went to Makerere?
Yes, I went to Makerere. Yes, it's Makerere still.
Yes.
I went to Makerere University Business School.
Yes.
Then after that, I proceeded to Uganda Management Institute for a postgraduate diploma in human resource.
Okay.
Then after, I am currently doing a master's in human resource.
Oh,
yes, with the University of John Moores, Liverpool in the UK. Yes.
So that's really, so that's your class now.
Yes.
Yes. Human resource from Makere, human resource, now doing a master's.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh. So what were the early struggles that almost made you quit? Do you have any? Do you have any?
No, I don't have any because for me it has been God from day one. So there is a way he makes way for me. Sometimes I even don't know what is probably coming, but somehow he makes way for me and I go through. Yes.
And it's more about your mindset.
Yes.
And the sermons you listen to.
Yeah.
Yes. So was there a moment when you knew this is what you were born to do?
Yes.
When was that? Was it in Makere? Was it when you got the first job?
Now, when I got my second job.
Okay.
Yes, when I got my second job at the insurance company.
At Nick?
Yes.
Yes.
When I came to Nick, remember I told you as we were sharing briefly off camera that I hadn't applied. I didn't apply to go at Nick. So they just called me over to go. So when I got there, that's where I gave my life to Christ at Nick. That's where my purpose started to was birthed, because probably if I wasn't in an office of a human resource manager, I wouldn't be able to go through the MD to have that fellowship start.
That's true.
Yes. So for me, it was at that point that when I looked back and saw what God has worked through me, so now it started to make sense that, oh yes, I was meant to be a human resource manager. I was meant to know how to manage people, how to lead, how to open up doors. I was meant to do this. So for me, that's where it all made sense.
It all made sense.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. What doors did God open that you could never have opened for yourself?
Yeah, that door of starting that fellowship. That door, yeah, because if God hadn't brought this lady, and let me tell you, after sharing, she left the business, her phones went off. I've never
The lady who suggested to you that a fellowship should start, was she working in Nick?
She was an agent, a freelancer.
So from that moment,
she just disappeared.
Let some angels happen. Wow.
Just disappeared. So I started moving with God from that place to date. That even when we were launching Workers Manifest Fellowship, I didn't have money.
Yes, tell us that story.
I didn't have money to pay for that hall at Fobani Center. But in me, I had that zeal. And my scripture that I have kept moving with is the zeal of God shall perform it. So for me, I knew if God has placed a desire in my heart, his zeal will perform it. So this lady just gives me a call after we put out a flyer that we are going to launch the fellowship. She gave me a call and asked me, how much are you guys going to pay for the hall? I thought they were going to pay 1.5 million. I said, oh, okay, mama. I said, all right. So the following day, the administration of the hall, the Bunny Center, called me and told me that someone had cleared 100% paid for the hall. So other people came in to bring, because now the hall, we also had instruments, chairs, everything.
Yes, you had instruments.
Yes, everything. So
chairs, everything was paid for.
Everything was paid for. Everything. I didn't get anything from my pocket to inject in the launch of that fellowship. Now for me, that was a sign that God has quite a lot in store for the people in the marketplace. Because who does that except it is God? Yes.
And how has it been? Continue to tell us.
God has continued to open up doors that no man have opened up. We have entered offices, personally. I've entered offices that I would have never entered if I wasn't heeding to the voice of God to be part of the fellowship, that even start that fellowship. God has given us a number of companies on a monthly basis. We have not less than 20 companies that partner with us. 20.
Partner with you financially?
They want to belong.
Okay, they belong in the
Yes,
the
they
fellowship.
belong. They will come, showcase, exhibit their products, and attend the fellowship. And guess what?
So you have a place where you actually showcase products.
Yes.
The products of the different.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Every Friday. Every time we have fellowship.
Is that every one Friday? Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So
That's very interesting.
Yes, we have MDs coming with their people to showcase, but also the numbers that keep coming. It is just a sign that people are hungry. Yeah, especially in the marketplace, Mama. People are hungry for the word. It is important for someone in the marketplace to know that it is beyond the paycheck.
That's true.
It is beyond that.
Yeah.
It is beyond the experiences you're going to get in that marketplace. No. God has a purpose for every man and woman under the sun. So it is important for you to know, to seek God, for God to clearly tell you what your purpose is in that company you're going into. Otherwise, you'll keep rotating around the same walls, complaining about the same paycheck, which will never change. But if you're a man who knows that God brought me here for this purpose, you will work towards that purpose. You will work towards the fulfillment of that purpose. So in the end, you will say that, no, it has been God, and I've been able to fulfill whatever God entrusted me with.
Yes.
Because we are all stewards. If God has entrusted you with even that job at the reception, you're a steward. Ask Him, God, why did you bring me here? Ask Him. Yes, why? So, because whenever His reasons, His purposes are clear, His vision for your life is clear in your life, you will not knock doors. You will not. Because it is God who will pick you from place 1 and take you to place 2. Because you're a man or a woman on a mission, not just sitting to get money, to raise children, and that is it. It is never it. Yes.
Wow. You talked to me about, was it about how you've never really got a job? You've never applied for a job. You're always job hunted or something. So just tell us a bit about that.
Okay, my first job, I finished my university on the 21st of June. On 22nd, I was called to start working. Yes, so that place is where I had done my internship from. It is still there. It is Uganda Microcredit Foundation. So it is still there. I worked there for 2.5 years. As I was there, a lady called me, who was the then human resource manager of Nick Insurance. She called me and asked, "Are you by any means?" Okay, she asked me, "Are you interested in any job opening? Are you open to get another job?" I told her, "It's okay. What's the job?" So she told me, "Please come tomorrow." So I went. I was 23 years. So
23.
Yes.
This is your second job now. They're telling you about another job.
Yes.
Yes.
So I went to Nick. I worked at Nick for 8 years. As I was there, I got another call from South Africa.
Yes.
And the lady had seen my profile on LinkedIn. So she asked me, "Susan, would you be open for a job in Uganda?" So I said, "Yeah, I can give it a shot." So I was called in, but I was heavily pregnant, about 2 weeks to give birth.
Yes.
So I told her, "Yes, I am open, but my condition might not favor you. So if possible, you can look for another person." So she told me, No. You're the one we want. We are ready and we are okay with waiting.
Yes.
We shall wait for you. Go give birth. You can actually be away for even 3-4 months. We shall be paying you. Yes. So she asked me how much I wanted to work for. I gave her a figure that was out of this world, because I thought, who is going to take someone who is about to
have a baby?
Yeah. So she gave me the money I had asked for. So she asked me to go and meet the country manager, and that is where I am
That
now.
is where you are now.
Yes,
That's
at
beautiful.
IPSOS Limited.
At IPSOS Limited. So we need to go into a break right now, and then we'll continue with the story when we come back. So viewers, we'll be right back after this break.
It's supernatural, it's uplifting, it's spiritual grounding at its best in television. A place for your spiritual nourishment daily, 24/7, 365 days all year round. Experience the Word of God back to back with a great lineup of programs for you, your friends, and family.
Manifest TV on StarTimes Channel 241, Go TV Channel 819, Free to Air Channel 19. Or better still, for your convenience, you can watch Manifest TV wherever you are on your mobile phone using the Phaneroo mobile app. Manifest TV, Christ Revealed.
Welcome back. You're still watching Soaring with Eagles. My name is Pastor Joy Ninsiima, and my guest today is Mrs. Susan Besigye, the Human Resource Manager of IPSOS Limited. Yes. So, Mrs. Besigye, I want to ask you, what spiritual disciplines keep you grounded in high-pressure seasons?
Thank you, Pastor Joy. One of the disciplines that keep me in the things I do is prayer. Number one is prayer on my end, because I realized that if you're to go far, or if you're to correctly interpret the purpose and vision of God for your life, you need to have a prayer life. So for me, what some of the things I do is to pray.
Yes.
In every situation.
Yes.
Even in the things you see that are normal, normal in quotes, usual, I pray for them, because for me it has been God from the word God. Yes. Then number two is the principle of stewardship. Yeah. For me to know that whatever I have and will ever have has been assigned to me by God, for me to be a steward. A steward in terms of whether it's money,
Yes.
whether it is my career, whether it is the ministry. It is God entrusting me with those elements and areas for me to be a steward. And also for me being a steward, it calls for quite a lot. Number one, like faithfulness. So that is another principle I work with. For me to know that when the scripture says that if you are faithful in little, God will entrust you with much more. Yeah. So for me to walk every day of my life, whether I am at my place of work, to be faithful. Faithful with the resources I have been given, faithful with the office they have assigned me to, faithful with the marriage God has entrusted me with, faithful with the children God has entrusted me to raise.
Yes.
So for me, those are the things
That's
I
three
work
things.
with. Yes.
Wow. Okay. So how do you hear God when making major decisions?
Most of the times, like I told you off camera,
Yes.
um, it is different for me how I relate with God, and I know most people relate with God differently. So for me, you will find, even wherever I go, you will find me with a notebook. It's not that I'm always heading for a meeting, but because I know any day, anytime, God will speak. Okay? So I quickly pick my notebook to note whatever God is saying. I even sleep with one at home. So sometimes when my husband wakes up and he sees me, he knows. So he will find me, for example, I have woken up and something has dropped in my spirit. I'll quickly write it. That is a discipline I learned many years ago. Then also, another time how I hear God is every day, every Thursday, every Sunday when I step on those grounds. Every day.
The minute you step on.
When I step on the funeral grounds, all the answers, I have never left those grounds with questions, never. I even keep telling my people that I don't know whether when the apostle is preaching, he's talking to me, because every time I step on those grounds, it's either something that has been disturbing me and the apostle is addressing it. It is probably something that I have been having challenges in and the apostle is addressing it. For me, that is how God keeps speaking to me. That is how I keep hearing God. But also, how I hear God other times is when apostle speaks to me, when he is not there physically, but he will speak to me and he will guide me.
How does he speak to you?
Sometimes he will, sometimes in dreams he will come, he will speak, and he will speak and guide you. And when you wake up, you have the answers. And for me, that is not something that happens once. For me, he does it. I don't know.
You don't know about others, but this is what's happening.
Yeah, I don't know about others. And I keep telling the people I serve with, I'm like, this is what Apostle said. This is what we need to do. And on Sunday, they will hear Apostle making the same comment on the pulpit, and they'll be like, Mama, this is what you are saying, Apostle. It's like, yes, Apostle already said. That testimony of truth, but we witnesses. So for me, I don't know about others, but for me, that is how I hear God.
That's how you hear God.
When I step there, when Apostle is preaching, when I'm listening to his sermons, I am hearing God. For me, that is it.
Wow. So tell us about a defining setback in your life. What did God teach you in that valley?
Like I told you, I lost my mother.
When you were very young.
When I was very young, I didn't know her. To date, I don't know how she looked like.
Oh, really? No picture? Oh.
I didn't picture her. So from then I was staying with my father and our stepmother. So my father was the best person I've ever met. He was
your friend.
He was my best friend. I used to talk to him for not less than 3 hours in a day. I used to tell him when I was setting off from home that I'm now setting off and going for work. Then at work I would jazz him everything that happened at work, and he was listening. We would sit there and we talk. He used to say that, okay, let's go out and we talk, and we used to talk. So for me, losing him, I lost him 3 years ago. I should tell you I'm still recovering on it. It feels like it was yesterday. But what pained me the most are the circumstances under which I passed on. The circumstances. Because he was okay. My father had never been diagnosed with any disease. His organs were working well. Everything was okay. And he had never gotten ill. Never under our watch. Never. The only things he used to have were the flus.
Yes.
So everything went bad when I was going to get married.
Yes.
It was all merry, we were all happy, we made all arrangements. And on the day of my kuchala, it was about 10 a.m. We went out to go to the market to do some shopping of the things we were going to use that day. he came back and couldn't see.
Wow.
He came back and he couldn't see.
Mm.
But he couldn't tell me anything because we were in the heat. We were in the heat of a
In the
moment.
heat of a moment, yes.
We were prepared.
So he was seeing blurry images.
Yes, he was seeing blurry images of he couldn't drive because even on the road he was seeing two cars. If the road is a two-way, he was now seeing four cars on the road, so he couldn't drive.
Just out of nowhere. So
Out
it
of
was
nowhere.
He goes to hospital and
He went to hospital and all tests were negative. And then after that, he started developing complications in his lungs. He couldn't breathe. And that is like after 6 months, he didn't breathe. So we went to hospital and still all the tests are negative. We saw all the best neurosurgeons in the country.
and everything was saying negative.
Everything was okay. Everything was okay. Everything. So on that one fateful day, my brother was driving him, taking him back home because now he could no longer drive. He was only 53.
53.
Yeah. So he just fainted in the car. So my brother took him to the nearby hospital. That is here.
Yes.
And all tests were still negative. So he remember he was in a coma. So they had to put him on an ICU and on oxygen. He was there, then they cut a hole here.
He couldn't swallow anymore.
Yeah, so they passed a tube here. And the guy was clean. But everything was negative. So we left TMR and took him to another hospital in Zambia just to manage him because the doctors told us that his lungs couldn't no longer hold his breath. Couldn't no longer
There are many specialists in Zambia.
Yes. So when we were in Zambia, he was there. He acted as though he was getting better. And on one fateful day, he went to be with the Lord. So for me, that was a point that up to now, God is really dealing with me and working in me to know that it is there is much more to that. Yes. So how I got out of
how did you get out? What did God teach you through that? Through all this, or through what you're still going through?
The first months after he passed, I couldn't sleep at night. I was moving around the house. But one of the things that kept me going was the sermons of Apostle. I used to play sermons of Apostle every day. And I still play them. Even in the night. I would go to Telegram, go to the Funeral channel, and just play all the sermons until I feel that it is well. It is well. So I still do that. God has been faithful.
Yes. So who stood with you during this time? Was the sermons?
Now, one of those days, as I was sobbing and asking God why my father had gone at such an early age.
He was very, very young.
Just told me you have Apostle Grace. But Apostle Grace is not someone that you will. He's a man. You will not find him like speaking to him physically. This is what is happening. But he gave us his sermons. So I kept listening to the sermons. He kept speaking with me. And he kept telling me it is well. It is well. And that is what has kept me. Yeah.
I know this has been difficult for you sharing, but I know that there's a reason why you had to share. There's someone watching who might be going through a situation like you went through, and they're learning something from the way you've been able to go through this. Continue to pray that God will comfort you, and I believe that we have to go through the different phases of grief. Yes, we just have to accept that there are different phases, but that God is definitely doing a good work in you. So let's go back to career. What mindset shift help you rise to the next level?
It is, I remember initially I told you that what moves me is for me to know that I am a steward. I am a steward of what God has entrusted me with. So for me, when I entered into ministry, even in career, I told you we have a set of principles in ministry and in career. So it is for me to know that firstly my identity,
Yes,
and the role of stewardship that entrusted me with. So for me that was a mindset shift I had to get on. And it has seen me move from one level to
another. Yes. So what would you tell someone who feels stuck right now? As we were sharing off the set, I was telling you about, you find someone who feels they're so frustrated, they've been in the same position for a very long time. They see people passing them and being promoted. What would you tell that person that's watching you right now? And what do you feel they need to do in order to shift to the next level?
Okay. What I will tell that person is God has a reason and purpose for every man and woman under the sun. But it is important for every man and woman to know why you are at a level you are at, why God has allowed you to be at that level. Whatever He has revealed to you to do, He has a plan for it. The Bible says He didn't call the seed of Jacob to seek Him in vain. That means there is always an end in mind when it comes to the things of God. So for someone who feels that they are stuck, the only answer is God. Because it is only God who moves men and places them in places of power and authority. It is only God who moves a person to take up any position. If God has not moved you and you move yourself, you might dig for yourself a pit.
Yes.
So if someone feels stuck, go back to the drawing board and ask God, because I don't know how people deal with God, but God speaks. So just go to God and ask Him, God, why am I still in this position for 5, 10 years and nothing is moving? He will tell you if you need to add a qualification onto yourself, you need to go and do it. If you need to take on certain disciplines that men and women that go to those levels acquire or have, you do that. You be deliberate with that. You do not just sit in passive abandonment that let God fight for me and I sit here. No. Do what God expects you to do. If it needs you to take on a certain course for you to equip and empower yourself for the next level, do it. Now we have people that have leadership positions and they have people reported to them, but they will never delegate to them. They will never ask them to do work. They want to. Most people call themselves, they are small gods somehow. So you will find them in offices. They have even pimped them. They don't want to move. They're like, if I'm not here, nothing will move. No, you're doing a disservice to yourself. Now, this is what happens. If you want to move to the next level and you have people that are reporting to, even if you do not have people, equip and empower yourself, prepare yourself to move. You can even move. Otherwise, if you do not move, another person will come and move before you move. So what you do, if you have people reporting to you, delegate some of these responsibilities to them. Let them be the ones doing the work so that you're able to move to the next level. Otherwise, you will be there and you'll see people that are joining the organization after you moving because they understand the principles that govern the marketplace. Prepare yourself and move. Prepare yourself and move. Some of the movements might be for you to go for higher for other qualifications. Move and do the courses.
Yes.
Then you'll find that a person of your caliber, of your qualifications, cannot keep doing what they're doing now. You will force the system to move you up. Yes, so that is what happens. Prepare yourself to move up.
Yes. Wow. So what leadership lessons did pain teach you that success never could? We've had many times Apostle even giving us his stories when he was in KCB, when he was working in Chikubo. So what leadership lessons have you learned?
I have learned to be a servant leader. But it's rare for me to, even if you come to my place of work, you might not find me just seated there and waiting for the admins to come and bring things. I get my hands dirty. I do the work. So if I know that by being a servant leader, God will entrust me with, I will do it. So even if it is ministry, and you happen to just bump into us when we are organizing a fellowship, you might not recognize me because you will find me all over the place. So I do not just sit there and wait for things to get done. I do the things. Yes. So it is being a servant leader, having the mentality of a servant leader, and their qualities, and you do that.
I have observed something in the corporate world. You go to the bank, and there is a culture, there is a dress code. The ladies are wearing very high heels, very short dresses. What's this about? Then, of course, you hear about people when they want to find their way from one level to another. She knows she's going to sleep with a boss or a colleague. There's a lot of sleeping around in the corporate world. In this fellowship that you have, do you address these issues?
Yes. Now, in this fellowship that we have, firstly, we have pastors of Phaneroo Ministries come over every month without fail. Apostle has never failed to send us pastors. And when they come, they know they are speaking to people in the marketplace. So whatever they share, you will find that they are tackling all those issues. They are tackling issues to do with financial discipline, issues to do with stewardship, issues to do with your calling in the marketplace, issues to do with how you can get your way without fighting to get your way. So they deal with all those issues to do with the dress code, presentation, how do you present yourself. So when you come for these fellowships, these issues are handled. Because remember, like I told you, all organizations have altars.
Yes.
So it is the onus is on you to know what altar do you affiliate yourself with. All organizations. Yes. So if you find an organization and people are just skimpy, moving around,
are you going to conform to their ways? Or?
Firstly, you as a Christian, you are not allowed to conform to the standards of this world.
No.
It is now you moving as someone who, the Bible says that when the blind leads the blind, they both fall in a ditch. You get it? So if you want to now start moving with what you have found in the marketplace, you are supposed to be the solution to whatever you have found there. You are supposed to be the example. Because for you, at least you know your identity, who you are in Christ. The grace of God upon your life cannot allow you to be skimpy. The calling of God upon your life cannot allow you to be sleeping around. So we need to get back to the drawing board for you to know who am I in Christ and why. God bring me here.
Yes.
Those are the same people you will find stuck, and they tell you that we are stuck and things are not moving.
Because they're doing things in their own strength. They're compromising their values just to get to the next level.
Yeah.
And things are still not happening.
They will not happen because it is God who appoints leaders. It is God who appoints people in offices. You cannot just go that because for you have slept around. The system will vomit you out. I am telling you, the system in those marketplaces will vomit you out. How about you go there the right way?
Yeah. Yes.
Equip yourself. Go there the right way. If they're looking for a country manager, you have equipped yourself. Why not? Why not? You can even move. I told you while we were offline that I have been in charge of IPSOS Uganda for more than 6 months because we didn't have a country manager. And I had been in that organization for 6 months. But I had people there that had served the company for 10 plus years, 20 years. They were there in management positions. But as the country manager was stepping down and being taken to South Africa, the person they looked at was me, who had spent in the business for 6 months. And they said, let Susan be in charge. And I've been in charge. So what I am saying is, for you, how about you prepare yourself?
Yes.
And you move. Prepare yourself. Read as many books as possible. Go and do the courses. Do those short courses. Some courses are online. Now we have the introduction of AI. AI. Most people are fearing that AI will take their jobs. But how about you equip yourself so that you are able to
retain you?
AI with your human intelligence?
Yes.
Because AI cannot function on its own.
True.
It needs your human intelligence to function. Equip yourself and be ready for the future.
That's true.
Yes.
So, Mrs. Besigye, we've come to the end of the show. I would like you to look into the camera and give your parting shots.
Thank you, Pastor Joy. Now, viewers, my shots for today is it is not a mistake for you to be where you are right now. God has a purpose for you and whatever you're doing, wherever you are. So I implore you to give yourself to the voice of God, for God to direct your steps. Let God be the anchor of your life. Let God lead you, and whatever you do will be a success in this life and the life to come. That in the end, they will say that this man and woman left a legacy. Okay? In the end, it will not be about your paycheck, it will not be about your experience, but it will be the number of lives you have impacted in the positions and in the spaces God has placed you in.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Besigye, for coming for the show. I know you're a busy person, and we are honored that you are able to come to be with us today.
Thank you. Okay.
So, viewers, I'd like to thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, may the Lord bless you, expand your territories and borders, lay His hand upon you, and keep you far away from evil. Bye.